Dear students, welcome back to the video lecture number 7 of module number 2, corrosion science and its control. In previous video lecture, we come to know that about the introduction part of corrosion, the types of corrosion, and what are the factors which are influencing the rate of corrosion. Now let us discuss in the next part of this concept is how to protect the metals against the corrosion, that is corrosion control. So corrosion can be completely avoided only under ideal conditions. Since it is impossible to attain such a conditions, it can be minimized to a certain extent by using certain corrosion control methods. They are like by protective coatings, by corrosion inhibitors, or by cathodic protection, or by selection of design, or etc. But for your syllabus, you have only the cathodic protection, how it is used to control the corrosion of the some important components undergoing corrosion. Let us discuss now. For your syllabus, you have the cathodic protection. The principle involved in the cathodic protection is to force the metal to be protected to behave like a cathode. It means the cathodic protection means what? The method of protecting the base metal by making it to behave like a cathodic to the base metal is called cathodic protection. So there are two types of cathodic protection. The first one is sacrificial anodic method. Second one is impressed current cathodic method. Let us discuss about these important techniques, how they have been used to control the corrosion. Now let us discuss about the first one is sacrificial anodic method. You can see in this slide there are buried articles under the ground which are required to protect against the corrosion, where such metals or the pipes or tanks which are underground, they are protected by making direct contact or by making wire contact some highly reactive metal like magnesium, zinc, aluminum, etc. This cathodic protection is more strongly used for reducing the metals against the corrosion. Here, the anodic material sacrifices its life to protect the object which is to be protected against the corrosion, like pipeline, bridge, ship or boat. So they are prevented against by the corrosion. In the sacrificial anodic method, the metallic structure is to be protected is connected to more anodic method. The metallic structure is to be protected against the corrosion is to be connected to the more anodic metal using metallic wire. Here the more active metal undergoes corrosion while the parent structure which is protected against the corrosion. The more active metals are so employed, they are called as sacrificial anodes. Here, sacrificial anodes are sacrificing their life to protect some of the objects like pipe, bridge, sieve, etc., thereby loses its life. As like the soldiers, they are in the border, how they are protecting our country against the enemies by sacrificing their life. In the same way, there are some metals are what undergoing corrosion which are protected by making the connection with some highly reactive metals are called sacrificial anodes like magnesium, zinc, aluminum, etc. This method is usually used for the buried pipelines, sieve hulls, water tanks, etc. Let us discuss now what is meant by sacrificial anodic method. In this method, the metallic structure to be protected, that is the base metal, is connected by wire or to more anodic metal so that all the corrosion is concentrated at this more anodic metal and it is suffered by the corrosion. The more anodic metal itself gets corroded slowly while the object parent structure behaves like a cathodic and protected against the corrosion. You can see here, their iron is exposed for the corrosive environment. If you want to protect the iron against the corrosion, you have to make the contact of anode or highly reactive metal like zinc to the structure of iron, where zinc is suffered by the corrosion by the oxidation reaction. Zinc in the form of zinc undergo oxidation leading to one zinc ion by the loss of 2 electrons, whereas at the cathode, reduction of oxygen or hydrogen in the presence of moist air leading to form the water or hydrogen gas taking place at the cathodic area. So some more anodic metal itself gets corroded slowly while the parent structure, that is cathodic, which is protected. Therefore, the more active metal so employed is called sacrificial anode. The corroded sacrificial anodes are replaced by fresh one when they have been consumed completely. The most commonly employed sacrificial anodes are like magnesium, zinc, aluminum and their alloys, which possess low reduction potential and occupies in the higher portion of the electrochemical series are suffered by the corrosion. Let us take a very good example here. The sieve hull. The sieve hull is nothing but the frame or body of the sieve, which is made up of steel. If it is to be protected, connect it with the sacrificial anodes like zinc blocks which undergoes corrosion by leaving base metal unaffected by the corrosion. Let us discuss about some important applications of sacrificial anodes are what? This method is used for the buried pipelines, underground cables from the soil corrosion. Protection from marine corrosion of cables, sieve hulls and bridges. Third one is insertion of magnesium seeds into the domestic water boiler to prevent formation of rust. So this is what about the one of the technique of prevention of corrosion by the sacrificial anodic method. Now let us discuss now the next method is impressed current method. So what is this impressed current method? The metallic structure is to be protected against the corrosion is made as cathode by impressing the corrosion current. The current is applied in the opposite direction to nullify the corrosion current. The impressed currents are obtained but by the sources like battery when they have been connected. Here, as you know that if the metals which are to be protected, they are connected to the negative terminal of the source of the battery, hence that is undergoing reduction reaction, and the anodic part which is supporting for the acting as anode in the process. In this method, impressed current is applied in the opposite direction to nullify the corrosion current. Hence, the impressed current technique is slightly higher than the corrosion current. The anodic corroding metal becomes a cathodic and protected from the corrosion. The impressed current is taken from the battery or rectified AC. The impressed current protection method is used for the water objects or tanks, water pipelines, transmission lines, towers, etc. Here you can see that the anodic object is used like graphite with the backfill of gypsum, which prevents the acting as neutral electrode in the corrosion electrochemical cell. Now let us discuss about what are the disadvantages of cathodic protection or impressed current method. Low installation and operating cost. Second one is capacity to protect complex structure. Applied to wide range severe corrodants are some very good advantages. There are some limitations. High starting current is required. Second one, uncoated parts cannot be protected. Third one, limited drying potential, hence not applied for large object. So this is about the corrosion control. There are two methods, sacrificial anodic method and impressed current cathodic method. In our next video lecture, we'll come to know the concept of metallic coatings. Under that title, we'll discuss about galvanization of the steel. Thank you one and all.